How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with another mystery beer. Ah, mystery beers. How I love thee. This one comes courtesy of Tom from New Hampshire. Thank you very much, dude. He sent me off a nice box of mystery beers, plus a bonus non-mystery beer. That was freaking fantastic. And yeah, this is the last one. The last one of the bunch, so kind of sad, but it keeps me ensconced in mystery beer reviews, so you guys get to enjoy them for a couple weeks. Here we go. Label, fantastic. Blue painter's tape on Bounty paper towels. Pretty much my favorite combination of all mystery beers so far. I always have this weird urge after I do my little spiel to actually start unwrapping it for some reason. I don't know why, because that's not what you're supposed to do, but every time I have to like hold myself back from actually unwrapping it. So we're definitely dealing with like a Belgian pale ale or maybe like a Kolsch. No, we're talking about a stout here. We're talking about a stout, a sour. It could be like a Cascadian dark ale too. Could be a porter. I mean, dark malted beer basically. Pinky finger, infinite creaminess, malted malt ball colored head, super tight compact bubbles in. She's got a rich brown to her with a heavy dose of mahogany. Can't really get much color through her, but when I see this bottom part, I rest it here. I have two little lights here I can kind of see in, and it's got this rich kind of mahogany hue to it. So, yeah. Roasted malts. Let's put it that way. Let's get a nose on her. Okay. This one might screw me up a little bit. It smells like a super low ABV porter. Yeah, super low ABV porter. Maybe a milk porter because it has this kind of little sour milk component to it. Not in a negative way. Yeah, there's a sweetness to it, like an added sweetness on top of it. It smells like a lower ABV, stouter porter, somewhere your 4 or 5% range. But there's an extra sweetness that's not conducive to such a low ABV beer. So I don't know if that's the milk stout portion coming through, or there's an added part, like a little bit of sweet kind of maple syrup or something like that. But yeah, right now I'm just going with like a base small, little teeny stout or porter with something, a little bit of extra sweetness added. Let's take a sip. Yeah, that's somebody's Cascadian dark ale. Yeah, it's weird. It's a hoppy. I don't want to. It's not necessarily. It's a unique one. So it's hoppy enough that it's outside of the your base porter stout realm. But when you see or taste a dark beer that's hoppy, you immediately go black IPA, Cascadian dark ale. But it's not getting to that point either. I'm surprised I didn't pick up any of the bitterness on the nose. There's a bittering, slightly resinous hop. That sweet component I was talking about earlier, it's not really there in the taste, so it could just be something on the nose. I'm assuming there's maybe some kind of sweet oatness in there, and it's kind of giving it that. But it's not like overly dense or thick either. It's actually quite thin. Yeah, that's it, man. I really, it's not that it's an okay beer. It's not really doing much for me. I'm just trying to really figure out what style it is, and it's got to be somebody's black IPA. But it has a porter body, it has a porter nose, it has a porter body, but then it's hopped up enough to be a black IPA, Cascadian dark ale, but it doesn't get to the point where it's actually like impactful enough in all those regions. So it's not a black IPA, but more like a hopped up porter. Somebody's attempt at a black IPA or a Cascadian dark ale. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. New Hampshire 16-ounce can, dark beer, hopped up. My mind immediately wants to go to Alchemist, like a Pappy's Porter kind of thing. But it doesn't have that like dank weed thing that almost all Kimmick beers have. So I think it's just somebody's kind of version of one of those kind of beers. That's all I got. I can't even really guess it. So yeah, let's see what we got. You know what it reminds me of? And I didn't like the beer all that much. It reminds me of this Upper Pass beer I had. I think it was a collaboration. Upper Pass and somebody else did a collab. My buddy George brought it back. I forget the name of it, but it kind of reminded me of that. He sent me an Upper Pass beer, so that's why that kind of goes there. Okay, Allagash Hoppy Dark Ale. First Allagash can I've ever had. I know they just pretty much just started canning stuff, so this is pretty cool to actually get one of these. Haunted House is a Hoppy Dark Ale. It says, we brewed all of our beer at a single brewery in Portland, Maine, just like we have since 1995, blah, blah, blah. Oh, God. This is going to be hard. Okay. I'm going to try to read this. You can't read this. It's so blurry. But let's see. I have to put my glasses up because I'm old and I can't see. It says, doomed by the love of pitch black porters. In our Allagash House beer, we summoned the recipe for Haunted House. Roasted barley and black Prinz malt. Cursed this beer with a gravely dark hue, hopped with Tettnang, Chinook, and Zaz hops. This beer ends with a ghostly coffee note and a hauntingly complex malty palate. 6.66% alcohol by volume. I don't know if I actually called out the ABV on this. It drank more in like the mid to low fives to me than 666. It's, I mean, they basically said it's a hopped up dark ale, and on the back they actually say it's their porter with hops, so it kind of makes sense. They said it's like a porter with a bunch of extra hops added. Like I said, it's not a black IPA. It's just a porter with hops, and while I can get down with them, it seems there's a big disconnect between the hops and the beer itself. Not really getting that coffee note they're talking about. Kind of disappointing because I really do dig Allagash's beers. Oddly enough, some of their dark stuff has kind of disappointed me. Like their Map 40, this one. Their dark sours are quite fucking excellent, but some of their darker stuff has been like not like otherworldly, which almost every Allagash beer I have is. But yeah, it's fine. If you like malted forward beers and hops in combination, it's gonna do you right. But all in all, it's just a big disconnect between the malt base and the way the hops are used. It's not negative beer, no off flavor, just kind of meh. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better hopped up dark beers I've had as of late? No. Value and availability, no idea. But it's Allagash. They usually keep their prices pretty on point and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer. I already said it. If you like malt forward beers that have a big hop presence, you'll dig this. It's almost like a weird kind of Russian Imperial Stout Light, Americanized Russian Imperial Stout Light, like almost like a 5% version of Old Rasputin from North Coast. Not a big fan of that beer, so it kind of makes sense for me to think that way. But yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it is what it is. But it was a fun mystery beer. Put it that much, or give it that much, I should say. There you go. Another review in the books. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little hoppy dark jam right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.